I'm about to go to a Quinceaños, a 15-year-old girl's coming-of-age birthday bash. Like Day of the Dead, a Quinceaños is a fusion of Aztec culture and Spanish Catholicism. Back in 16th century Spain, turning 15 was the critical moment where a girl had to decide whether to give herself up to God and become a nun or get married. Today, the girls still have a crucial decision to make ahead of turning 15. But the big dilemma now is what to wear for their big party. It's a whole district dedicated to clothes for quinceañeras and baptisms and all the bits and pieces, the bouquets and the plastic flowers and things that you might need. Terrifying for a bloke and for a father that, you know, girls want this kind of stuff, but the whole area is full of these wide-eyed girls, you know, full of their hopes and dreams that one day they're going to look like this. As a dad of two little girls myself, I want to learn why families here are prepared to go to crippling lengths to give their daughters the biggest party of their lives. I go to meet the Aguileras, an upper-middle-class family in the north of the city.
Hola, hola.
Sergio is an insurance broker. I guess you'd call him a thoroughly modern Mexican.
So this Karla? Hey Karla, I'm Stefan. Good to meet you.
In just 3 days, he and his wife Luz are throwing a quinceaños for their only daughter, Karla.
Hola, I'm Stefan. Hi there. That's quite an impressive stack of presents, isn't it? You can't open it yet, can you? Is that allowed?
Yes.
Really?
Wow, it's pink. I love pink. It's my favorite color. My brother, my mom, and my dad, but 20 years ago.
Wow.
In Luz's day, a quinceaños was a small party, attended by close family and friends. But for Karla, things will be different.
She was little here.
Wow. She looks like a little doll there.
Yes.
She liked pink then as well?
Yes.
In the traditional Catholic celebration, the coming-of-age girl, or quinceañera, would wear a white dress showing her purity.
Wow.
Any other colour would be an outrage. But Karla is a thoroughly modern girl.
What's this, Karla?
Karla? It's my dress.
That's the dress.
Yes.
Wow, look at that. That's a lot of material.
Yes, it is.
So who chose this? Did you choose it or did Mum?
No, she did. I was inspired in a movie.
Mm-hmm. Which one?
And the Diary of the Princess.
Aha. It's a very princess dress, isn't it?
Yes.
For Karla, the party might be about wearing a big dress and getting lots of presents. But for her father, Sergio, it means much, much more.
She looks lovely in it. I was amazed because she looks so different.
How do you feel when you see her wearing the dress?
Kind of awkward.
Why?
Because I think of her like my tiny girl still. And I find it kind of hard of her changing the way of life.
And to see her as a woman.
Oh, yes. It is kind of hard for a father to do that.
Yeah, the idea of that with my daughters
so
terrifies me.
With 2 nights to go before the big event, Sergio invites me to another traditional Mexican celebration, one that's as far removed from the purity of a quinceaños as it's possible to get. Mexican wrestling is one of the most popular sports in the country. Every week, millions of viewers tune in to watch masked opponents battling it out in the time-honoured tradition of good versus evil. With chicks in bikinis and the odd dwarf thrown into the mix. Between fights, I get a chance to chat to Sergio mano a mano about what it's like losing his daughter to womanhood. I'm wondering what you're feeling like. You know, you're spending a lot of money. How much is this going to cost you?
Like £9,000.
£9,000.
That's a lot of money.
It's a huge amount of money.
Yes, it's like buying a new car.
Yeah.
A mid-sized new car.
I mean, that must be a large proportion of your earnings.
Oh yes, it is. We have to save a long time for this.
Mm-hmm. Would you have preferred a cheaper venue or cheaper food, or?
How much could I have saved with a cheaper party? If she wasn't happy, it was not worth it at all.
which bit of the party are you most looking forward to yourself?
Okay, a waltz, and the waltz is just being she and me alone for a moment. I expect it can be a magic.
Whilst you can't put a price on magic, I'll just mention the waltz is costing Sergio twice the average Mexican salary. One of those costs is a private dance instructor. The dance is the moment when Sergio will present Karla as a woman to society, and he's leaving nothing to chance. Traditionally, the quinceañera would have a single male escort to accompany her for the evening. But like many modern girls, Karla's roped in 4 to try to make her big night the talk of the school. "9 a.m, the morning of the party. I'm checking in on Luz to see how she's doing.
Oh, look at you! You're very stressed out.
Yes.
Oh, so what is this? A
Cold sore.
cold sore.
Okay.
And is that because you're very nervous?
Yes.
Do you always get them when you're nervous?
Yes, I do. Yeah, but this time is worse than ever.
Will you be all right by later, do you think?
I hope so. I'm going to buy some medicine too.
There's clearly a huge amount at stake. We head off to the beauty salon to see if they can help.
I think it's a physical expression of your love for your daughter. How about that?
Well, yes, but you know, I don't like it.
You'll be gorgeous by tonight.
I hope so.
Luz isn't the only one feeling the heat. Karla has her own anxieties. Luz tells me that she's found it tough fitting in with her peers at school, but she's invited lots of them anyway. This could be her moment to lose her geeky image, to finally become cool. It's a risky strategy. Her popularity at school all depends on the success of tonight. Back at the house, the relatives are gathering. The biggest night in Karla's life has finally arrived.
Pues sí, no cabe nadie más.
Así, mi amor.
Just like in a fairy tale, Karla's carriage awaits. But first stop, the church. In the original Catholic ceremony, this was the time when a girl would have to decide whether to become a nun or get married.
Hoy venimos a consagrar la juventud de Karla misma. Esto data de tiempos muy antiguos, cuando la niña llegaba al tiempo de la pubertad. Hoy le venimos a decir eso al Señor. Venimos, Karla, a darle gracias por ti.
And just like that, Karla takes her first steps as a woman. After the ceremony, I asked Karla's priest what he makes of the modern-day quinceaños.
Siempre los 15 años, por el periodo de la mujer, están considerados, yo diría, como un culto, que de no ser esa fiesta, algo se rompió. La sociedad, con esta cultura light, ha hecho de los jóvenes como un producto de consumo.
But the mass consumption is only just beginning. The family's thrown a fortune into making the party seem as extravagant and as cool as possible. But for Sergio, tonight isn't about the cost. It's about a last dance with his daughter as a little girl and his first dance with her as a woman. Quinceañeras traditionally perform at least 2 dances, a waltz and then a more modern dance. It's all been very innocent, so what comes next is a bit of a surprise. It's been a huge emotional as well as financial strain for Sergio and Luz, but now they can finally let their hair down. It might all seem materialistic, but at the heart of the Quinceaños is a critical moment in life. By embracing puberty, it transforms a difficult part of growing up into a celebration. For Karla, I'm just hoping it'll be a success. As the clock approaches midnight, the signs are looking good.